Hey you! Today we will be reviewing Twister, starring Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, and Dread Pirate Roberts, or Wesley, if you wish. I couldn't make As You Wish fit. We open with a heartbreaking scene as Jo, played by Hunt, witnesses the death of her father as a tornado tears through her childhood home. Years later, Bill, played by Paxton, is traveling to meet Jo, his estranged wife, to pick up their divorce papers. Bill is accompanied by his fancy-face fiancée, Dr. Melissa Reeves. Fancy. Arriving at the meeting spot, we are introduced to a myriad of Storm Chaser characters, most notably the eccentric and excitable Dusty, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Everyone is very excited to see Bill. Bill leaves Dr. Melissa Reeves with Dusty to explain why he is the way he is as he goes to approach Jo. Jo hands the divorce papers over to Bill only for Bill to realize that one of the signatures is missing. Once realizing that Dr. Melissa Reeves is present, Jo goes over to introduce herself despite Bill's reluctance. Dusty is explaining the suck zone to Dr. Melissa Reeves as they approach. And let me tell you, I tried to look up the technical term for the suck zone. I left more confused than when I came in. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, I have no idea. Jo introduces herself. A very awkward, passive-aggressive conversation ensues. Jo then reveals to Bill that they have built 4 weather-sensing devices they call Dorothy. Theorized by Bill, the device is made to aid in research to hopefully aid in creating a new tornado advanced warning system. For the system to work, the device must be left in a tornado's path so that it can pick up a bunch of different sensors and relay data back to the ground team. The only catch being that the team has to get out of the tornado's path after dispatching the device. It is clear that Bill, Jo, and the team are very excited, passionate, and proud to have amassed the resources to see Dorothy come to fruition. As Jo and her team quickly run off to a reported tornado, Bill and Dr. Melissa Reeves quickly follow after realizing that Jo has failed to sign the divorce papers. While the two are trying to catch up to the team, another storm-chasing team enters the chase. They are led by Jonas, played by the Dread Pirate Roberts, or Wesley if you wish. Jonas started out in the same lab as Jo and Bill, but left to build his own team backed by affluent sponsors. As all are pulled off in a very charming small town that looks like it's from a summer in my childhood, Bill sees Jonas has created Dot 3, a device very similar to Dorothy. Bill confronts Jonas for stealing his idea, after which Bill gives Jo 1 day to team up and deploy Dorothy. While Bill calms down outside, Dr. Melissa Reeves and Jo have a frank discussion inside a cute diner, as one of my favorite Shania Twain songs plays in the background, and a nosy but much loved by me waitress eavesdrops. Dr. Melissa Reeves challenges Jo about still being in love with Bill. All teams go in green and everybody leaves to quickly go hunt down a tornado. Bill and Jo are in Jo's truck equipped with one of the Dorothy devices while Dr. Melissa Reeves follows behind in Bill's truck. As Bill and Jo move forward to intercept the tornado, Jo's truck gets stuck in a ditch. The pair are forced out of the truck and to take shelter under a small wooden bridge. As the tornado nears, it sucks up Jo's truck. The tornado hurls Jo's truck and the Dorothy device in the driving path of Dr. Melissa Reeves. The truck and the Dorothy device are destroyed. Visibly shaken but okay, Dr. Melissa Reeves and Bill and Jo all go into Bill's truck. Soon after, they find another tornado. Well, 2 tornadoes. They're toying with a poor cow. Poor thing! Near some lakes. The tornado shakes the truck and then disappears, exciting Jo and Bill's passion. Dr. Melissa Reeves, however, is emotionally wrought by the experience. As the rest of the team catch up, they reveal that they're near Wakita, where Jo's Aunt Meg lives. They crave sustenance, so they invade Aunt Meg's. Hello, welcome to the intermission. I was watching this and I was thinking, hey, I haven't done a facial in a while. Then I thought, hey, mud mask. Taking a sec here, I'd like to say I didn't realize that my shirt was so low cut. I knew it was a deep scoop, but I didn't realize how deep it was on screen. And I keep pulling up, so sorry about that. And also, I would like to apologize for this fucking hair. I didn't notice it and it was bugging me the entire time while editing, so sorry about that as well. Getting back to the video, here are some obligatory poses. Now, traditionally, you're supposed to cleanse your face first before you do a mask, but as I'm also going to be doing a scrub today, I just didn't bother with cleansing it. Seems kind of like overkill. This is an oldie but goodie St. Ives face scrub. This particular one is in pink lemon and mandarin orange. I love using St. Ives scrubs. They're affordable and they leave your skin feeling very, very soft. I would normally wash this off with water, but for the purposes of the video, I'm using a face wipe. Oh, yes, my skin is like a mood ring. If you touch it, it changes color. After the scrub, we're going to do a lip and under eye mask. I've never used these before, but I wanted to try something different. This lip mask is the Life brand Nourishing Collagen Hydrogel Lip Mask. Took me a second to figure out how to put it on, and here's me thinking I kind of look like Hannibal Lecter. Next is the Life brand Biocellulose Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Eye Mask. It felt really good under the eyes. The smell of the two of these is okay. I kept these on for about 10 minutes. And next we have the mud mask. This is the K Bella Relaxing Lavender Mud Mask. I love the smell of this. And to be extra fancy, I decided to put some cucumbers on my eyes. All I had were mini cucumbers, so yeah, the pieces are small. I really get why this is so popular. The cold cucumbers feel so good. Again, I left this on for about 10 minutes. Normally I would use water here, but here's another face wipe. Finally, we end with some moisturizer. This is just Vaseline Extremely Dry Skin Rescue Lotion. I apologize for the not rubbed in parts. And one more obligatory pose, one of my personal favorites, the fist squished into the side of the mouth. And that's it. Welcome back. Arriving at Aunt Meg's, we are introduced to the cutest little golden retriever, Mose. I'm sorry, okay, I can't help it. The baby talk takes over when I see a cute dog. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Aunt Meg is surprised and pleased to see Bill. They all gather inside to enjoy a delicious looking meal. We're talking steak, we're talking eggs, we're talking mashed potatoes with Aunt Meg's famous gravy. Real lemonade? Ooh, it looks good. As Joe is upstairs showering, the gang swaps stories and we get a lesson on the Fujita scale. I hope I said that right. The Fujita scale is a system of ranking tornadoes based on how much it destroys, an F5 being the most catastrophic. Out of all the storm chasers, Joe is the only one to have ever seen an F5. Upstairs, Joe and Meg have a sweet conversation, and we see Joe indeed still has feelings for Bill. Once again, reports of a tornado come in and everybody rushes off. Bill and Joe drive together while Dr. Melissa Reeves goes with Dusty. And we get one last goodbye shot of good boy Mose. And we get one last goodbye shot of good boy Mose. And we get one last goodbye shot of good boy Mose. And we get one goodbye shot of good boy Mose. Bye, baby. Once upon the next tornado, a scary F3, Bill and Joe deploy their second Dorothy. It's crushed by a power line and Bill drives the two of them away back from danger. Joe jumps out of the truck and insists that they could still deploy Dorothy. They have an emotional face-to-face over Joe's obsession linked to her dad's death. Bill gives some wise advice to stop living in the past and to look at what you got right in front of you. As Bill and Joe are both mic'd up, Dr. Melissa Reeves overhears the entire conversation. At least she looks pretty in the rain. They all take rest near a motel and drive-in theater. Joe signs the divorce papers as an F4 rips through the motel and theater. All surviving, we learn that the tornado is headed towards Wakita, right towards Aunt Meg and poor little Mosey. All are ready to leave except for Dr. Melissa Reeves, who goes back home breaking off her engagement to Bill. They arrive at Wakita, which has been completely devastated by the tornado. Aunt Meg's house is almost collapsed. Don't worry, Joe and Bill rush inside just in the nick of time to save Mose and the aunt. An injured but stable Aunt Meg encourages Joe to leave her in pursuit of her tornado research to stop something like this from happening to somebody else. In the wreckage, the team gather aluminum cans to put wings on the sensor in the hopes that it will help them deploy the Dorothy device more efficiently. Once again, the team heads out. Mose is there, don't worry. Look at that little face! With their last two souped up Dorothys loaded, they track down an F5. Joe and Bill try to deploy one of the devices only for it to be knocked over by a tree. Soon after, they see that Jonas is near and has dangerously positioned himself near the tornado. Joe and Bill try to warn him, but he's killed. With their last Dorothy device, Bill and Joe drive into a cornfield, set the cruise control, and jump out of the truck. The tornado takes the bait, and the device is successfully deployed. The rest of the team already relay that they're getting feedback, and also that the tornado is moving towards them. Joe and Bill run into a farm shed and bind themselves to a deep running pipe. As the tornado clears away the shed, Bill and Joe pass through the tornado's core unharmed. Would that be possible? I don't want to poke holes, I'm just here for fun. The two immediately start arguing about who's going to run the lab and who is going to do the analysis on the data. As the rest of the team and Mose gather to celebrate, the two share a kiss. Today's credit shout out is Sharon Lynn Morrow. Not even kidding, this is one of my all-time favorite non-speaking role moments. I love it. Okay, this is one of my favorite movies, what can I say? It's good, it's funny, it's heartwarming, it's sad. Got a dog in it. Growing up, this was very popular in the house. We watched it all the time. Everything's great. I love it. And I'll give it 5 really good smelling tornadoes out of 1 really awesome waitress.